Alright, hi people. Today's video is going to be about what can I expect in my life to grow. That's what today's video is going to be about. And shout out to that green juice. Make sure you get yourself that celery green juice, like with spinach and kale. All the greens you can get, man. And some freshly squeezed orange juice. Not that Minute Maid or anything like that, you know. Like real shit, you know, real shit. All organic out here, all organic. Just have to say cheers, you know, shout out to the spirit team. Shout out to everyone. Shout out, you know, like to fruits and vegetables for providing us with like beautiful health, man. You know, you already know, you know. It's all about health is wealth, man. Health is wealth. That is the facts, though. That is the facts. All right. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Pick your pile, pick your pile, pick your pile. Let's start, man. Let's start. All right, first off, I'm gonna get started with the green oracle deck. Little green oracle deck. All right. What can you expect to grow in your life right now? What can you expect to grow in your life right now? What can you expect to grow in your life right now? What can you expect to grow in your life right now? What can you expect to grow? Is that the will? Oh no. That's always the first one. What can you expect to grow in your life right now? What can you expect to grow in your life right now? Right away, what I'm getting is you don't see this at all. Like, this is truly unexpected shit. Truly, 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 truly. Dang, we got 2-2 on the deck. 22, master builder number. You could be building something, having the strength to build up something. It could be a business. The magician, yep, you are. You're building something for sure. You are. Definitely. Page of Pentacles. Let's get 2 more. Or 3. Or 2, actually. Alright. And we got 2 again. Significant. That's significant. Oh, we actually got 3. Okay. We got 20. Dang, 2 again. Okay. The number 2 is so significant in this pile, man. So fucking significant. You could be seeing 222 a lot, 22 a lot. Something about those numbers right now. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Just make sure you can see this shit. Alright, pretty sure you can. Alright, let me just drink some grape juice and really try to meditate on what I see here. Okay, right away from what I could see, that's you can expect for you to see growth in is definitely your mindset. Your mindset is definitely in this stage where you see this little young man, you know, he's staring off into the painting. He sees the world, and it says we are all connected. With the number 2 here, I definitely see that your mind. I mean, obviously, it's always going to be growing and shit, but, like, you know, this is one of those things where it really went from, like, it really went from like kind of like viewing a little bit of disconnection to now seeing the connection, now seeing dots align, you know, knowing that you're not crazy, you know, knowing that holy shit, literally every fucking thing is in sync. Because there's not one thing that's not. Like literally, bro, like you're putting one thing and the other thing together. That's what you're doing right now. You know, you're really putting like two things together and making it one. And you're really seeing it, okay, this is all one shit. You know, and it could literally be even physically where you're literally getting like a scrap of fabric with another scrap of fabric and you're putting it together and it makes one piece, you know? It could literally be like tools that you're having in your hands where, you know, you realize, holy shit, you know, this goes with this the whole time. You know, it could be, you know, like you realize like, holy shit, I work with this person so well the whole time, you know. It could be that type of shit, you know. Like, holy shit, you know, like with the Two of Cups here, you know, definitely see like there's somebody in your life where you realize like, holy shit, this is the person that really truly makes me happy, really truly makes me grow. You know, because the Two of Cups is really all about that emotional support and, you know, it's kind of like two again is very significant here. And I know that everybody in this life wants to experience, you know, that strong partnership, you know, whether it be, you know, your dog, whether it be a person, you know, and it could be any type of person, you know, it could be like a fucking just best friend, it could be a lover, it could be your grandma, you know, that you just want to build a stronger bond with, you know, you know, it could be anything, you know, your ancestor, anything, you know, but you just realize like, you know, this is a partnership that, you know, I can't deny, you know, and that's going to grow more and more and more beautifully, you know, for sure. I definitely see that, you know, you being a nature, you know, this is the nature spirit tarot, so you could definitely be a person that loves to be around nature. Like, you feel like you're on top of the world, legitimately, when you're connected to nature. And like, I definitely see that it's for your highest good to stay grounded and stay connected with the trees, with the animals, and everything around you. As much as possible. I see you definitely growing in the sense of really dedicating some time, you know. If it's just an hour, we're given 24 hours in a day. Just 1 hour of your 24 hours, you know, just to spare some time, you know, outdoors and really just get to see, you know, the world outside and really like meditate on it, really get to experience it and fulfill it to the most extreme like possibility, you know, to just like really just like feel it out, you know, see it out, you know, think about it, you know, like, you know, it's like that's what's really gonna get your mind to really see, oh, this goes with this, you know what I mean? Like, if you have been doubting or thinking like, does this go with this? Like, is this really meant to be with this? You know, that type of shit, you know, it's kind of like just being outside, you know, you surrounding yourself with trees, flowers, and animals. You go into a park, you consistently going to the park more. That right there would definitely bring a lot of joy in your life. Most definitely. You're bound to see a lot of growth in that. No doubt about that. I also see that with the death card, a part of you is dying, you know. A part of you is also letting go and realizing what doesn't serve you, you know, needs to be let go of. You know, think about things such as, you know, if you catch yourself, you know, constantly, you know, let's say, I don't know, like any sort of, you know, vices and distractions that just steer you away from your main goals and your main purpose, that's something that needs to die, you know. It's something that in a way needs to get stabbed right through in order for something to grow right through, you know. And so, you know, it's kind of like, I definitely see that by doing this, You're able to create a nice life for yourself, and able to see that pinnacle in the flower, you know, able to see that, oh wow, the opportunity was right there in front of me the whole time, because it's inside of you. It's inside of you. It's all inside of you. With 14, with wind, you know, you see the wind swirling off. You know, you see the butterflies and leaves swirling off, right? And, you know, 1 + 4 = 5. 5 is all about the most movement number ever. And wind requires a lot of movement. You know, whenever we experience hardcore wind, you know, wherever you're from, you know, I hope you've experienced, you know, hardcore wind before, because it's just like, you know, it's honestly pretty G shit, but like, you know, it's kind of like that movement, you know, it's something that, you know, you're gonna see a lot, you know, when you know, dang again, oh yeah, no, yeah, but definitely whenever, you know, it's kind of like, you're gonna see a lot of movement whenever you do take these actions for yourself. Whenever you remove what's no longer there for you, what's no longer serving for your life, like, you gotta really be cautious in that present moment, like, is this really good for me? Is this actually making my life better? You know, really, in the present moment right now, you gotta really, really recognize, is this actually making me a better person? If it's not, you have to remove it. You know, it's something that would be the best for you to remove. And realizing that, you know, all of this is all connected. All of it. All of it. You're not alone in this journey. You're not alone. But know that you yourself have to change. Your way of living life, the things that don't serve you, you have to let that shit go in order for the shit to sprout and grow. Just like nature. Just like nature. I mean, nature has its seasons, you know. Nature, without winter, there is no spring. Without spring, there is no summer. Without summer, there is no fall. Without fall, there is no winter. You know, they all are connected. They are all mesh so beautifully, like a domino effect. Nature itself is a domino effect. It's the butterfly effect. Recognize that you are the butterfly that is affecting this world. Recognize that you yourself are a butterfly that can go from a caterpillar, to a cocoon, to a fucking butterfly. And yeah, that's for pile number 1. I hope you like that message, you know. I really hope that you have a really great day. I truly do mean it. I truly do mean it. And I feel like I just have to say I love you, you know. You know, if you haven't heard, you know, I love you today, you know. I just want to let you know that I really do, you know. I'm sending the highest love, you know. I'm sending the highest love. Pile number two, if your dream will come true. Again, just have to make sure, you know. You could have trouble sleeping right now. Like, there could be something like, maybe, you know, one nostril, whenever you turn to the left, like, that nostril can't breathe. Turn to the right, that nostril can't breathe. You may be experiencing something like that. You may be experiencing something like your dreams have been actually crazy. Like, you've been probably having some nightmares or just some, like, really fucking crazy visions. Alright. Alright, what can we expect for Part 2 to see growth in? What can we expect for Part 2 to see growth in? So as I was talking about visions and dreams, I definitely see that your visions are going to be expanding. You know, I would suggest, you know, and this is just a suggestion, you don't have to follow it. I mean, who's to say, you know, like, you know, it's just like, obviously you gotta do you, you know, but like, if you have the app Pinterest or, you know, anything where you can collect images together, I just say Pinterest because you could create a whole board with that. Like maybe creating a vision board of just like images, you know, places where you want to be, your future home, like how do you see your future home? Be as detailed as possible, you know, be as detailed as possible, you know, with what exactly you want in your life. How do you want to look at this certain age? How do you want to, you know, how many languages do you want to speak, you know? What type of lifestyle do you want to be living? Do you want to be living in the city, like, you know, straight up urban shit? Do you want to be living in the rural aspects that's like isolated as fuck? Or do you want to be living like suburban, like that middle ground shit where it's like, you know, rural and urban at the same time? You know, it's just kind of like, you know, like what do you really, you know, what do you really picture in your life? What can we expect Part 2 to see growth in? So I definitely, I see that your dreams are going to get crazier and that your visions are going to get clearer. Like what you want in your life is definitely going to get a lot more clear. Alright, let's see what we got here. I'll pull out some oracle decks here. What can we expect Part 2 to see growth in? What can we expect Part 2 to see growth in, please? Oh yeah, actually. Okay. Okay, we have 3 education, we have 26, which is 8 summer, and we have 17, which is 8 again, earth. So you could be seeing the number 88, or 88 could be very significant. I would search up angel number 88. You could be going through some karmic lessons right now. I mean, who isn't? But you know, it's just like, maybe just something that, you know, you realize like something big from it, you know. It's definitely like, holy shit, like you learn, you know, with the education card, like you definitely like the shit, you know, you're really learning from this experience, you know. I definitely see that earth, you know, that Mother Earth is really trying to teach you things in this life right now. And that she's gonna, you know, literally with the mom and child, she's gonna give you, you know, an opportunity in the summertime. So definitely expect a lot of growth in the summertime, or you're gonna see the results, you know, reap, you know, in the summertime. You know, maybe you're planting this seed right now, and then by the summertime, you actually see this shit, see it in like, see it grow and see it sprout, like it becomes a seed to a fucking tree, you know. I definitely see that for you right away. You could have a bunny as a pet, or you just really love bunnies, or you saw a bunny video or something. I definitely see that you kind of, you know, staying cooped in, you know, in the shadows would definitely help you, you know, will definitely help you, you know, kind of get your mind clear. Like maybe just sitting on a rock and just like being outside will give you some clarity over things. Let's just move these a little bit to the side. These cards are pretty big. Okay. Okay. So you could have been feeling left out in a certain situation where it made you feel like clueless in a way with these two cards here. Five of Pentacles, that cold energy, that, you know, kind of left out energy, kind of losing energy. You could have maybe lost something and you're wondering where it's at. I'm definitely seeing that what you can expect, you know, to see growth in is definitely your spirituality. With the High Priestess, Temperance card, these are two major arcanas. We have three major arcanas with the Wheel of Fortune. Oh no, actually four major arcanas with the Emperor. So we got the Temperance, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor card. So we have four major arcanas. That's a pretty big fucking deal. Yeah, what this tells me is that your spirituality is definitely going to be growing, though, with the Temperance and the High Priestess. Your value is going to be increasing. That is something that, with the Emperor card, you're definitely going to see a lot of value within yourself. Holy shit, we got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. These are literally like matches right here. Literally the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So you could definitely see balance more within yourself, which is what's making your value grow. The more balanced you are within, the more your value will increase. Because imbalance is what creates chaos, and chaos is stemming from fear. And balance is peace. And peace and balance can only be formed through love, which is flow, you know. You don't want the Wheel of Fortune to spin off chaotically to the point where you're just like, whoa, what the fuck? Where did the Wheel of Fortune go? You know, you don't want that hoe to just be like out there going ham and shit, just tearing up everything apart. You want the Wheel of Fortune to spin, you know, just do its little thing, you know. Just spin, you know, doing its thing, you know. That's number 10. Number 10 and number 2. 10 plus 2 is 12. The number dozen. 12 could be very significant to you. 12 is a very powerful number, by the way. 12 is used in a lot of ways, honestly. You know, the 12 months in a year. 12 eggs, you know, at the grocery stores and everything. You know, 12 hours in a clock. You know, 12 is very, very like 12 disciples, you know. The 12 number just, it keeps on going, you know. It keeps on going. 12 is a very powerful thing. And with the Emperor card and the High Priestess, and we got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, this lets me know that you're a very powerful person. Definitely very powerful. You needed to hear that for sure. And you needed to know that, you know, if you feel left out in something, or you feel like, you know, a bit of, you know, cold energy, you know, like, you know, kind of when you're just freezing and you're just like, man, you know, like, I just want some warmth, you know. You just want to feel warm. I just definitely get that. You get this warmth through your communication. You have to speak out on something. So I see that maybe at this time, maybe your throat chakra may be a little bit blocked, or maybe you're speaking too much and you need to be more reserved about what you're saying. This could go either or, because the swords, you know, it deals with that mind, you know, but that mind is something where the tongue is so connected to, you know. Like, you know, we always hear, think before you speak. Sometimes people just be speaking, you know, without thinking. And, you know, sometimes that shit's funny, you know, whenever you don't think about shit and you're just blabbering it up, you know, that shit could be hella funny. But in this case, I see that you want to be wise and choose wisely about your words, what's coming out of you and what you're thinking. And I see that this is going to be growing, you're definitely going to be growing in that sense of knowing what to say, thinking about the right things, that will lead you in the direction that won't leave you abandoned, won't leave you out in the colds, but will leave you feeling loving and warm, protected and balanced in that flow. Because we all know that little society named Skull and Bones, and their little slogan is order out of chaos. The only reason why it's called order out of chaos, I don't want to say only, but the main reason why it's called order out of chaos is because the only way they're able to create order in this world, whenever we see any major event, any major event that you could think of, and you know what I mean by major event. We all know whenever this has to do with, wars, all that, all that shit, diseases, all that, we get it. The point is that when you think of anything like that, the only reason why, it becomes even a bigger deal is because of fear. It becomes chaotic. Fear creates that chaos energy. So the more they implement that fear, the more chaos there is. Therefore, once that chaos begins, that's the moment they strike and take the order. That's the moment whenever they're like, yup, we could take order now. And that right there, is definitely something where, you have to think about, well, what's the opposite? What's the opposite of order? It's flow. Flow is the opposite of order. And in order for shit to flow, it needs to be peace, because peace is the opposite of chaos. So peace and flow, they say order out of chaos, flow out of peace, flow out of peace. That's the way, you'll truly see shit grow. Is whenever you do the opposite of order out of chaos. And that's whenever, you will see the balance, The more you flow, the more balance you will have within. That is for sure, for sure, for sure. No doubt about that. So yeah, that's what I have for pile number 2 here. And now moving on to pile number 3. And I hope you have a really good day, I'm sending lots of love. Love you so much. Love you so much, man. Alright. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Ooh. Actually, let me just finish this up. Shout out to Green Juice, shout out to Green Juice. Alright. Starting off with the Green Oracle deck. What can you expect to see growth in? What can you expect to see growth in? What can you expect to see growth in? light came out. Dang, and I was thinking about, I don't even know if I did say it out loud, because I literally was thinking like, you could definitely expect to see light in your life. I don't know if I said that or I just thought it, but it's because I literally saw that while I was shuffling and I was like, but it literally came out. So this is definitely like what you're meant to hear. Light is definitely coming your way. If you've been through getting to pile number 3, that maybe you've seen like some darkness, you know, maybe you've kind of been in the shadows or something, but light is right around the corner. I definitely see that 19, 1 plus 9 equals 10. We got 10 right next to it. 10 is about planting a tree. So I see this light coming whenever you plant the tree, you know. As soon as you decide to put that seed in the soil, that's whenever you really see that the light is really right there. But you have to plant it first. If you don't plant it, I mean, you know, I'm not saying that you won't see light, but you'll definitely see like the light. You know what I mean? Like you won't see a light, you know, you'll see the light. And with the water right next to planting the tree, I see that. I mean, you gotta water the seed, you know. You can't forget to water the seed. You can't forget to put water there on the soil and everything. You can't forget it. Light and water. And planting, to plant something, you want to use light and water. You know, to see something grow, you want to use light and water. And this is just so cool how this just happens to be, you know, we got tons of cards right here, you know, and this really just happens to be, you know, the question is, what can you expect to see grow? And we literally got light, planting a tree, and water. Like, so divine, bro, so divine. I'm definitely getting that, you know, with 1 plus 5 equaling 6, which 6 equals love and family, I definitely see that, you know, you could definitely expect to see, you know, your relationships with the people you know, or the relationships that you want to see in your life to really grow, you know, and, you know, really build off of that, you know, and really, you know, see a tremendous, you know, amount of change, you know, and growth through that. For sure, for sure, for sure. Most importantly, yourself. Most importantly, yourself. I definitely see a lot more self-love. Definitely. I see that you need to nurture yourself more. So maybe your self-care routine, you know, you're going to be, you know, really taking care of yourself a lot more, you know, making sure, you know, you work out on a daily basis. Like, this is like a morning ritual, you know. You know, green juice every fucking morning, you know, you already know. You know, that green tea, stretching, you know, making sure that, you know, your hygiene is on point. You know, always making sure them teeth are brushed all the time, you know. Making sure that, you know, you're really eating those, like, majority, you know, vegetables and fruits, like, majority. Out of everything, definitely majority, man. That's your main thing right there. I definitely see that you're only going to want to be putting, you know, like when it comes to you, like maybe scrolling on your phone and shit, you know, you're definitely just going to be very wise and cautious about, okay, like, you know, like, no, like, dumb shit, you know, like, you're not gonna fucking click on no dumb shit, you know, that shit not even gonna, you're gonna be like, nope, you know, because you're gonna value yourself so much that you're gonna be like, nah, bro, you know, it's gonna be like, nah, bro, that shit's stupid as hell, you know, like, you're gonna be like that point where, you know, it's like, you're gonna catch yourself being more like, you're gonna see some shit, like some stupid shit, like that's gonna try to distract you, and you're gonna be like, nah, man, you know, like, it's definitely gonna be like, you know, I know you're trying to get me and shit to click on that shit, but like, it's not gonna happen, you know, because that marketing game, you know, do be strong out there these days, you know, we see marketing everywhere, you know, stronger than ever before. So, you know, I definitely see that, you know, you're definitely catching on to the algorithm. You're definitely catching on to, you know, okay, like I know that this is what the average person probably would see, but I ain't no average person, you know. I definitely see that now you're seeing yourself in that light. And that's you really seeing that clarity now. That's you really, you know, really taking into consideration, you know, who the fuck you really are, you know. Seven of Wands. Yeah, again, you could have been going through a little tough challenge with the Seven of Wands. But I see this also coming in quick with the Eight of Wands, this change, this growth. So this is like only a matter of days where you're already going to start noticing and seeing the benefits, or just seeing you, you know, really try hard and becoming a really better person, you know. I definitely see this. With the Star card starting off, I see that, you know, you've had those days where you feel your wishes, you see your wishes, and you're constantly asking the universe, like, you know, like, will this wish come true? Will these visions really happen, you know? There's a little bit of doubt in there too. But they are coming in quick, but you have to nurture yourself. You have to. You have to take into consideration about your daily task. What are you constantly doing? What are you constantly surrounding yourself with? Who are you constantly surrounding yourself with? You know, because the people you hang around with is the person you become. So you want to be even very cautious about the people around you, you know. Speaking of, you know, relationships, connections, you know, you want to make sure that do these people really resonate with me? Are they really there, you know, to make me a better person? Because if they're just constantly in the drama or talking negative about other people, that's someone who you'll become as well. And that's not something you want to be, you know. That's terrible shit. That's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, that shit is disgusting. And you know, it's just kind of like, I definitely see with the Queen of Swords here, you know, that you're just not gonna take no bullshit. I mean, literally, bro, this person literally like the epitome of not taking any bullshit. Like, look at that face, bro. Like, that face literally is saying, bro, like, I'm not gonna take bullshit, bro. Like, she guarded up too. Like, you know, anything that comes her way, like, it's like that. It's like really, you know, that energy of like off with the head type shit. Like that Alice in Wonderland shit where it's like off with the head, you know, like she don't fuck with it, she don't fuck with it, you know. It's just like, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, you should really be like off with head shit. Like, no, let's not get that violent. But, you know, it's just like, it's all peace and love. But like, you know, it's definitely like, if it's not it, it's not it, bro. Like, cut that shit out, you know. And like, really like make sure that, you know, you understand that, you know, it's kind of like the universe isn't working against you, you know. It's really, you know, it's really, you know, there to match your energy, you know, how you think and feel, you know, that's what the universe is going to be providing you with. So, you know, you want to make sure you walk away from anything that is especially emotionally, you know, holding you back, because that feeling is something that really is what makes us humans. The ability to feel things is really, you know, is what allows us to be such smart humans, you know. Not only our consciousness, but our feelings as well, you know. They can be so intense, you know, that honestly, you know, you got to be very, very cautious about, you know, how does this make me feel? How does this make me feel? And I definitely see that, you know, you want to guard yourself. You know, you want to make sure that, you know, whenever you go out in public, you know, you kind of put that imaginary bubble wrap around you, you know, make sure that not any energy can just come and touch you. You know, not any energy can just touch your aura, you know. You want to make sure your aura is gleaming so vividly that no one can just cross you, you know, not just anybody, you know. High energy gotta match high energy. I could definitely try to predict that maybe you have some orangey red aura, this one right here. You may have blue aura, or you may have green aura. Those are the auras that I'm seeing for sure. Or the solar plexus, which is the yellow. But I'm definitely, you know, just seeing, you know, mainly orangey, red, yellow, and blue and green, you know. Blue and green as like maybe, you know. But like, yeah, definitely those are the colors though. Orangey, red, yellow, blue, green. Main colors that I'm getting here that your aura could be. But I'm definitely getting that orangey, red, and yellow for sure. And I'm getting that that's also a sign that, you know, you're using your lower chakras more. And so, you know, it's kind of like, and there's nothing wrong with using your lower chakras, you know. Like the red chakra is the root chakra, which is the money chakra, you know, it's the survival one, you know, it's what allows you, you know, to eat every day. It's what allows you, you know, to really protect yourself, you know. And that's important as well, you know, but, you know, going into the higher chakras, which is the green chakra, you know, as soon as you hit the green chakra, you know, it really is that love energy. You radiate and exude love. You're all about love. Once you get into that blue chakra, you know, it's all about that throat chakra, you know, it's all about, you know, well, actually, there's like a more indigo one, which is like, I think it's like, but I just know like this type of blue that I'm talking about, though, it's definitely that throat chakra, you know. That communication, you know. The solar plexus is all about that confidence. It's right above your sacral chakra, you know. Your sacral chakra, which is the orangey, you know, one, is more about, you know, your creativity, you know. So you could be a very creative person. You could have a lot of ideas, and you just need to sprout them, bro. You just need to plant them. And you need to protect them. You know, don't let just anybody know, you know. Don't let just anybody know this stuff. And yeah, that's what I definitely see, you know. That's definitely what I see for pawn number 3. So overall, what I can see that you're gonna see, you know, like see growth in, is I definitely see that your aura, your spirit, you know, your aura is definitely going to be something that more light, more vibrant. The more you protect it, the more you nurture it, the more you take care of yourself, the more your aura is going to be gleaming, bro. I promise you that. The more you make sure of what you're taking in, the more you watch out who you're surrounding yourself with, what you're watching, the more you're cautious in all those things, the more you grow in all those things, the more that aura is bound to be gleaming. Straight up. Straight up. I definitely see growth in that light, man. I definitely see growth in that light. So yeah, that's what I have for pawn number 3, and I hope that y'all have a good rest of y'all's day. And all love y'all so much, man. Love y'all so much. Alright. I think I'm good to go here with that. Alright. Peace and love.